Okay, guys, we should be live. What is going on? Excited to be on here. Really hyped up about this training today, guys. I'm gonna pull up my phone real quick uh, so I can see comments on here as we go. Let's see. Hey there. Should be popping up here. Hey there. To be on here. Perfect. Really hyped up about this training. Turn my phone down. Cool. Awesome. Really hyped up about this training today, guys. Hope everybody's doing well. Ready to crush it this week. Let me pull this up. For you guys in here watching live or on replay, drop a comment in here. It helps out the algorithm. I want to try to help as many accountants as possible grow their business. So throwing those hearts in, throwing those likes really, really helps. So yeah, do that. And let me share my screen. Boom. Awesome. We got people coming in now. Excited to be hanging out with you guys. Excited to go over this training. So let's just jump into it. And as we go, by the way, guys, let me know. Reach out to me personally as we go through this, or drop a comment below if there's something that you want more clarity on. If I can answer any questions, if I can help you, let me know. I want to help you through this. So want to support you. Okay, so let's jump into it. I added a step 0 here, and it might even be the most important part here. So adopting the six-figure mindset. You know, guys, let me tell you, when I first started, going out on my own and starting my business, I could care less about mindset. I didn't think it was a big deal. I didn't like to talk about that stuff. Even working with clients when I first started, I just wanted to talk nuts and bolts marketing and sales and helping people. And just over the last 2 years of really building this business and helping clients build their business, I've realized how insanely important mindset is to the big scheme of things. So it's so vital, and it's probably the biggest step here. So the first thing I want you to do, if you guys are on that track to that, to your first 10K month right now, and you're looking to get there, I want you to ask yourself, who do you need to be to have a six-figure business? What is that identity that you need to have? What are your skills? What are your personality traits? We're going to talk about this next, but what do you do on a daily basis, right? That is going to get you to 10K, and you want to already incorporate those traits of a 10K business owner, like act as if, so to say. So important. What limiting beliefs do I need to eliminate? That's a big one. Is there some imposter syndrome going on? Is there some kind of fear? Is there a certain area that I need to improve in to get there? So just do a self-reflection on that. So important. Hey Tyler, what's up, man? Good to have you on here. Okay, so next is daily habits. Another one that I didn't really think too much about. How you, and this isn't just for the business, what you do on a daily basis for the business. These are daily habits for your life and the daily habits that you do in your business. How we run our business is how we run our life, and how we run our life is how we run our business, right? So important to really make sure that you're doing those things that are really filling you up with energy in the morning, in the evening, to really get that energy going, so that you can be the best CEO that you could be for the business. And that's on the lifestyle side, right? So think about what really lights you up from an energy standpoint. Is that working out on a daily basis? Maybe it's getting outside and going on a walk, on a daily basis. We could be getting into meditating, making sure that we're hitting that every day, making sure you're getting adequate sleep. All that stuff is so vital from the lifestyle side, and that's going to reflect on your business results. That now it's going on to the business side, and we're going to talk more about this, but what are those daily inputs, those daily activities that you need to be doing to move the needle in your business, right? What do I need to be doing to grow revenue? And those are the things that you should be doing each and every day to do that. What's going to drive strategy sessions? What's going to drive sales? Okay. And again, I know some people just popped on. If you guys have any questions, just drop comments below. Hearts, really appreciate it. That's really going to help the algorithm, and we can help more people. So thanks so much. Massive action. So we want to make sure that I think when you're first getting started, especially, it's really easy to kind of get in your own way, to get in your head. And I think as accountants, we really are perfectionists. A lot of us are very, we really want everything to be perfect. We really just want to take action first and then make corrections later, right? So let's just take action towards moving towards our goals. Let's monitor, let's reflect on our results, and let's just tweak from there. But if we plan forever, we're not going to get anywhere, guys. So get out there and start doing those tasks that we need to do. Take action, and we can always pivot. We can always change as we go. So that's really, really vital. Next is simplification. So I know there's just so much noise out there, especially in the realm of marketing and sales, right? I mean, should I work on my website? Should I try to build up my Instagram, my LinkedIn, my Facebook, all these different social platforms, working on logos, just all kinds of different stuff, right? We really want to just simplify things. And the best thing you can do there is every morning I would sit and just ask yourself, hey, what are like those 2 to 3 needle moving tasks that are going to get me where I want to go, what my vision is. So and on top of that too, instead of trying to do a little bit of everything in marketing, you really want to just hone in on what's the one simplified process that we can use to really what's one way, one platform, whether that's Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever. What's one platform that we can use to drive sales appointments? What's the one sales process that we can use to drive sales? And then even simplifying, your offers and just really focusing in on, hey, what's my primary offer here, that service that I could really help my target market with. And the last piece is marketing and sales. So just really the 80-20 as you're growing to 6 figures. Obviously, we need to deliver results for our clients. We need to do the work, but so we need to be focusing on marketing and sales to really get to that 6-figure point. There's really nothing else as important as marketing and sales to get to 10K. Now, obviously, we can optimize client results and optimize delivery as we go, but we really want to have a strong focus on marketing and sales. I wouldn't recommend worrying as much about like workflow, onboarding systems and systems in general. It's kind of just pull up the sleeves, get to work, get the appointments booked, get the revenue in, and just really hone in on your marketing and your sales. Cool. Yes. Yeah, Jennifer, I know so much perfection, and I know, because I definitely resonate with the perfectionism too. And it's something that I had to really break through on my own and just say, screw it. And, made plenty of mistakes as I've gone and improved as we've gone. But if you just kind of plan and don't take any action, then we're not going to get to where we want to go. So next piece is we want to set vision and goals, right? So for this example, I would specifically focus on 90 days, right? We're getting ready to hit the end of Q3. We're going into Q4 here. What do you want your Q4 to look like? Where do you want to be at the end of 2020? This crazy ass year. And that's from a business perspective. What are your business goals? What are your lifestyle goals? Do you have a health goal? Do you have a wealth goal? Do you have a relationship, social goal? Think about all that stuff. Write it down, keep it close by, and really reflect on it. And even more important, I would, really paint that picture, get really detailed there, because that's going to help you to really keep you motivated, keep you going as you paint that picture and you understand more of like why you're putting in this effort. Because I know everybody in here knows it's hard to be a business owner, and it's hard to grow your business. So we have up days and down days, but we have to have that motivation to keep us going through those tough days, right? And then once we have that 90-day goal set, whether that's 10K, whether that's 5K, whatever makes the most sense for you, we want to reverse engineer that into, okay, what's our September goal going to be, and then further reverse engineering that into what's our weekly goal going to be, and just going into that, right? We don't want to just focus on the outputs, right? We don't want to just focus on sales, right? Sales is what I would call a lagging KPI or key performance indicator. What are those inputs for that KPI so that we can hit our sales numbers? Which we'll talk more about that, but really, we need how many sales appointments do we need to generate? How many conversations do we need to be having with our target market to hit those goals, right? So get really clear on that. What's our close rate need to be for our sales calls? Cool. You guys enjoying this? Hope everybody's having a good time in here. Drop any questions in here. I'm here for you guys. Okay, let's see. So next, we want to get really clear on an ideal client. Okay, and I know the first thing that comes to everyone's mind is an industry, right? Or what industry does that mean? And yeah, that's an example of an ideal client. But we really want to focus on not just industry, but focus on your ideal client from a demographic and psychographic perspective as well, right? And psychographics are, it's really like personality type, right? What motivates your ideal client? What drives them? Are they hardworking? Are they motivated? Are they impact driven? Are they looking for more freedom in their business and more flexibility? Think about that stuff. This is really going to help when you're marketing. So when we start to work out the messaging for your offers and for when you're putting out content out there, really important to get clued in there. And also, before we go further, I know a lot of people are just kind of in that I'm just going to work with everybody and not really have an ideal client space. From my experience, it's so much easier to really resonate with a select group and audience of people, and easier to attract prospects and clients if you can really hone in on an ideal client. So I know it seems like I don't want to eliminate all these people that could potentially be clients, and if they do reach out, like feel free to take them on, right? If it makes sense. But for marketing purposes, and also for us to just continually improve our service delivery and our offers, we really want to hone in on a specific audience, right? Cool. So think about that. Some tips here. Who are you passionate? Who are you passionate about helping? Who really fires you up working with? Like, who are you excited to jump on a call with? Who are you excited to work with? If you guys there have clients, think about your past clients. Who is who are some of your favorite clients, and why are they your favorite clients? Think about that. Think about who you don't like working with and why don't you like working with them, right? Uh, Really important, because I think there's a lot of short, we're thinking very short term often, but it's, and just trying to get that revenue in the door. But really, we're here to build a long term sustainable business, right? Uh, and we ultimately, at the end of the day, we want to be working with people that we are fired up and excited to work with. So, um, super important to consider for the long term, because you don't want to be in a spot where you're just dragging your feet and you're miserable, because that's just not gonna, your business is just gonna burn down that way. Okay. Um, and then finally, so once you've gotten more clarity there on that ideal client, start to think about, hey, what are those major pain points? What are those major problems that those people have? What's keeping them up at night? And also, where are they looking to take the business? And this stuff can vary a little bit from prospect to prospect on the ideal client, but you should see some overarching themes here for major pain points and goals, right? So I know, I'm just thinking, like, for restaurants, right? They have food costs that they have to worry about. They have labor costs they have to worry about. I want you to consider non-financial too. So think about employee retention, uh, customer service, or employee morale. So you want to think about all that stuff, because that's, again, really, really going to help. My accountant really gets me for this, So, so there's clarity on that. Make that list. Think about that. And then once you're clear on that ideal client, we want to start thinking about a service that we can provide for them, right? So, what we've seen, just over the last year or so, working, bookkeeping and tax services, they've really become more commoditized, and I believe they're going to continue to become more commoditized, right? It seems like more and more people are looking for the cheapest option, right? And it's getting harder and harder to differentiate those traditional accounting services, right? Bookkeeping, tax. It's getting harder to differentiate yourself from everyone else and all the noise out there. And with Intuit out there, with TurboTax out there, with KPMG offering bookkeeping, the supply is shooting up, right? The supply is shooting up, which is driving prices down for these services. So, it's really getting tough to differentiate based on those services. And I think, again, it's just going to continue to get worse. And business owners, they're really viewing those traditional services now as a cost and an expense. So really, those are tough to sell. And I'm sure, if you reach out to people and you're like, hey, I'm a bookkeeper, can I help you with bookkeeping? You're probably getting a lot of objections, like, hey, I already have a bookkeeper. Hey, I already have a CPA. So there's that objection that's constantly coming up too, right? So what we found is really honing in on more advisory based services, and the great thing about that is it really can separate us from the bunch. We could charge high prices. We shoot with our clients for at least $1,000 a month at the bare minimum. We've seen advisory services go for up to $6,500 a month. And you could even keep on increasing that as you're offering more value for the business owner. So, think what you want to do here is go back to your list, of those major pain points and those goals for your ideal client, and just start to think outside the box a little bit. How can we solve some of these pain points and some of these challenges for this target market, for this ideal client. And also a point I want to just hone in on there. Once you've made that big list of problems and pain points and challenges, all that stuff that really all boils down, from what I found, and put in the comments if I'm missing one. But I really think that everything kind of boils down to 3 root pain points and problems, right, for business owners. And it's one is, I want to make more money. I want to improve profitability. Number 2, I want to save more time. I want to have more flexibility, more freedom, more time to spend with my family. And number 3 is impact, right? I want to help more people. I want to serve more people. So that's really, everything boils down to those 3 things. So with our high profit service, I mean, we really want to focus and hone in on, our service should help to solve one of those problems. We want to help to improve profitability, which is a really good one. We can help you grow your business, or save time, or help more people, or some kind of combination of those 3, right? So I think I already kind of mentioned this. We really want to move from commoditized service to more of a differentiated service. So that by doing that activity and actually coming up with a very unique service offering that's advisory focused, you're going to stand out from everyone. And when you come in saying like, "Hey, I can help you grow your business with my service," people are going to want to talk to you. People don't necessarily want to leap at talking about like, a tax prep or bookkeeping, right? So that's a little bit of a reframe on service structure. I know that this is a huge tripping point, and there's a lot of obstacles and some there could be some clarity issues there on like getting clear on like what makes sense for this target market, what makes sense for me. Reach out to me, and I'll actually put I'll put my calendar link in the comments here below too. So I can help you on that. We can come up with some ideas for your service and your high profit offer, and we'll get some clarity there so that you can really get your price points up, get your margins up, and then down the road you'll be able to have that ability to start growing and scaling your team, growing your systems, and having that room. Okay, cool. How's everybody doing in here? We good? Let me know if you guys have any questions. Next, let's talk about the marketing piece a little bit. So now that we have our core offer that we want to focus on, we want to start thinking about the marketing side, right? So I didn't put this here, but really the first thing we want to think about is, hey, where does my core audience hang out, right? Where's the best place that I can get in front of my ideal client? Is it on LinkedIn? Is it on Instagram? Is it on Facebook? There's so many Facebook groups out there. That's a fantastic option. So there's a lot of different options, but I would really just focus on one. Figure out what's the one platform, the one way that I can best get in front of my audience, and just go 100% in on that. And in terms of marketing, guys, there's really 3 pieces to the marketing puzzle that I want to go over with you guys. That we need to start driving sales appointments and start getting you guys some sales in the door. So the first piece is awareness, right? So awareness, that comes down to how many people in your target market and how many of your ideal client know who you are and know what you do. So that's essentially building your audience, right? So there's a variety of ways to do that, right? We're talking about adding Facebook connections or starting conversations, and there's podcasts and speaking engagements, and there's a lot of different ways to do that. So that's the first piece. The second piece is authority. So that's building that know, like, and trust factor with your audience, right? So that's putting the right content out there, the right trainings out there. Just to peel back the curtain right now, this is authority for me, right? I am doing a training. I'm building that know, like, trust factor with you guys. Hopefully this is valuable. So this is an example of authority, right? So building out the content that really makes your audience jump and leap and really warms them up to you. And then finally is conversion. So that's actually interacting with your audience, with the people that specifically that have engaged with your content or your trainings or whatever, and understanding their problems a little bit and seeing moving them towards a strategy session if it makes sense, to see how you can help them further. Okay. So that's really the three pieces of the puzzle there. There's awareness, there's authority, and then there's conversion. Okay. I spoke about this a little bit earlier, but I really want to reiterate this because it's important. We all want to make sales. We all want to grow our business. But really, we want to reverse engineer everything, right? So we can't get sales unless we have sales appointments, right? Generally, we can't get sales appointments unless we have conversations or unless we move them to some type of conversion mechanism, whether that's a calendar link or a funnel or something like that. That goes back to my point of simplification on this. We want to keep it as simple as possible. And then we really can't move that conversation, move to a conversation until our ideal client has engaged with our stuff. And you could even go back further and say the people can't engage with your stuff if they don't know that you exist, which really covers that awareness piece. So, and I highlighted here below, even block out all the noise because there's a lot of noise as you're building out your marketing engine. Just focus on, hey, what's the best way I can build awareness? What's the best way I can build authority? What's the best way I can move them to sales calls with conversion? And that's how you're going to book sales. Okay. If anybody wants more clarity on any of this stuff on this area, we definitely have the recipe for this, for sure. Happy to dive in and do a little bit of a deeper dive with you. Just reach out and let me know. So once we have that marketing engine built out, the next piece is really making sure that our sales system's optimized, right? A big mistake on the sales end is we're really focused on our services, and we're not really focused on the problems of the business owner and helping them and providing them with solutions for their problems. So I always say don't push your services. Focus on the business owner's problems and how you can be a solution for those problems. Okay, on those calls. Again, focus on the problems. Focus on where they want to take that business to in the next 90 days, in the next 12 months, and help them make it happen. Right. So. And if we've structured our service offering in the right way that we can say, hey, I can help you grow your business, then we can confidently say that on our sales calls, and they're going to be they're going to resonate with you so much more on the call than just pushing like I can help you get your taxes done, or I can get the bookkeeping done. And just for clarity, guys, taxes and bookkeeping can definitely be part of your service delivery and what you offer. But it's not, at the end of the day, people don't generally care about taxes or tax prep or bookkeeping. They have bigger problems that they're working to solve, right? It's just kind of a necessary evil. They don't really want to talk about it. So we can definitely incorporate that into the service, but it's not a focal point of our marketing, of our messaging. Okay. And when we go to actually make the pitch on the service, we want to actually present it and anchor it as a return, as what kind of return on investment they could potentially get from working together, right? So when you make that investment, when you drop that investment of $1,000, we want to make sure that they're confident in how they're going to get back so much more value than $1,000 a month working with you, okay, or whatever that your price point is. So that's pretty much it, guys, on that. And then finally, the sixth step is, maybe some people are happy once they've hit 10K. I know I want to serve more people. I want to help more people. I want to continue to grow. So we want to set once we've hit that 10K goal, we really want to set our pathway and start to scale to 7 figures, right? And that's when we start to really, we want to revisit the vision. We want to continue optimizing our service and service delivery. And then we want to build out our operations. So that's that. At that point, let's focus on system. Let's focus on building out a team that can support us and help us and drive. But that, really from 0 to 10K, it's all about just focusing on marketing and sales, focusing on your offer, focusing on your messaging and marketing. And that's the big thing. That's the big thing, guys. So that's all I got for you. Drop a comment again below if you have any questions at all. Again, I'm going to put my calendar link in here. I'm seriously, I'm on a big mission to help as many accountants as possible hit this goal this year. So please reach out if there's something that you want clarity on. I want to help you. And yep, I'm excited for you guys. Go out there and get them. Talk soon.